Let's go. I showed you that because now we're going to come back here. And when we read this, you can get a visual in your mind of what's happening. All right. The Bible teach in John 4:24 that God is spirit. He's not a spirit, friends. This isn't a mistake. The essence of God is spirit. That is, why doesn't he say a spirit? Because he's the beginning. He's the end. He's the eternal one. You and I are a spirit. The angels are a spirit because there's another like you. God isn't a spirit because there's none like him. He's the self-existent one, and he exists in a realm that is unapproachable. God himself is spirit. Look at this. And I want to show you something. All right. Look at this conversation Jesus is having. And this is remarkable. It blows me away every time I read it. Look at what he says. Jesus said to this woman, now this is the Samaritan woman, in the middle of the day, go and get water. She wasn't supposed to be doing that, friends. She's going by herself. Anyhow, let's not get sidetracked. Woman, believe me, the hour is coming when you will neither on this mountain in Samaria nor in Jerusalem on Mount Zion worship the Father. Wait a minute. I thought we were supposed to be worshiping Jesus. Yes, is the answer to both. Hang on. You, that is, people who don't have the right scriptures, people in general, worship what you do not know. She thought she was worshiping the one true God. Jesus corrected her theology. And a lot of you out there are thinking you're worshiping the one true God, and you're not. We know, what we worship for salvation is of the Jews. What do you mean salvation is of the Jews? That is, God gave the Jews the right way of salvation. That's all he's saying. Is it for the Jews and only for the Jews? No. God gave the proper God. He revealed himself to the Jews. He revealed to the Jews how to approach him. That's all he's saying. But the hour is coming, and now is, because Jesus is there, when the true worshipers of God will, listen, do they have a choice? No, they will worship the Father. How are you and I, or any true believer, can worship God? How? The only way is you have to do it in spirit. Can you worship God with your body? No, not according to God. You may think that you can, and you may truly be convinced because you are sincere and you feel like you're doing it. But it doesn't matter what you feel about this. What does God say? He says the only way you can worship him is in your spirit. Most people don't even know they have a spirit in their body. Most people think, when they think about worshiping God, everything is about this physical material. But God says it is impossible for your body to worship me. You can only worship me in spirit. And that spirit must know the right way to approach me. It has to be done the way I commanded it to be done. That's the truth. The truth is the gospel. So people have two problems today. One, they think they can just say things out of their mouths. And that means they're doing it in spirit. No, that's not what the Bible teaches. And most of them don't have the truth. What's the truth? This book. Mormonism don't have the truth. And there's some Christian religion, Catholicism and Baptists and Episcopalians. They have the truth. The Jews, Judaism, they have this same book. But yet they're not following the truth. We're getting there. For the Father. Now this is absolutely amazing. How does these people, the ones that truly worship God in spirit and truth, how do they come to the Father? Listen to him. The Father, all right? He is out there seeking these people. Are these people seeking God? No. No. Who's seeking whom? The Bible teaches that it's God that's going around seeking people to worship him. Why? Because God, the one true God, listen, he is spirit. He's not a spirit. He's the only one like him. Therefore, he is spirit. And those, yeah, the ones that the Father is seeking, who worship God. If you want to worship God, listen to him. You must. It is absolutely, positively required. You must worship God the way God commanded you to do it. How? How can I worship you, God? In spirit and by God's truth. Not your truth, not what you believe, not what you think. Only the truth that comes from God. You can't worship God with your body. You can't worship God in your soul. The only method that God gave for you and I to communicate with him, to worship him, is your human spirit. Human spirit? What the world are you talking about? That's the point. That's my point. Go to any church in America and ask people, or anywhere around the world, and ask people, how do you worship God? And I guarantee you, they won't tell you this. Go ask them about a spirit inside. They're going to think you're talking about a ghost or something. No, friend. Humans are spirits. You're not a body. God said the only way you and I can worship and communicate with him is in spirit. And it is your spirit that must have the application of truth applied to him. Do you understand that? Okay, John 24, that's what we just read. God is spirit. God's spirit or any other spirit. Well, we're going to stick with God first. God's spirit is invisible. God's spirit is immortal. He self-exists. He doesn't need food. He doesn't need oxygen. He doesn't need anything. Listen, folks. God was out there by himself in eternity without anyone. Question for you. Do he need me? Do he need any of the angels? No. He's the self-existent. Now, here, friends, is the makeup of the God of the Bible. He gives this himself. So everything you see written here came straight out the book. God is spirit. One God, a single deity. Three distinct persons make up this single spirit. Do you understand that? Father, Son, Holy Spirit are all equal. They are equal in power. They are equal in knowledge and wisdom. They are equal in authority. Everything that the Holy Spirit can do, the Son can do. Everything that the Holy Spirit and the Son can do, the Father can do. And vice versa. I don't care how you mix it up. Each one has the same ability. Each one is invisible. Each one is immortal. Each one creates. Now listen. If it was possible, and it's not, for you and I, or for God himself, to split to where the Father goes and do something, the Son goes and do something else, the Holy Spirit go and do something else. You know what you have? You have three gods. Why? Because they're all equal. Each one of them can do the exact same things. So if at any time, the triune God isn't all acting in absolute unison, then you have a problem with the scriptures. Why? Because you're going to have multiple gods. They all can do the same thing. So if the Son come to earth without the Father, how many gods you have? You got two. If the Holy Spirit is present somewhere without the Son and the Father, how many gods do you have? You got more than one. If you have more than one, then you don't have the God of the Bible. The triune God is a single deity. They are so unified that at no time is it ever possible for the triune God not to be a single deity.